So my presentation is going to be on Kathy Kollwitz, if I'm pronouncing it right, I'm not really sure. And then there's my name at the bottom, and this is a picture of her, or portrait, I'm not really sure. I just looked it up, to be honest. And then this is her biography that I wrote. And I got some stuff from this link down here. And she was born on July 8th, 1867, and died on April 22nd, 1945. And she was a German printmaker, sculptor, and graphic artist. And some of her beliefs and motivations were influenced by socialist ideals, her father's progressive politics, and she also was married to a doctor serving the poor in Berlin, which exposed her to the working class struggles, and she advocated for social justice, anti-war activism, and women's rights. Another thing that was like a motivation, well, I wouldn't say like, well, I guess so. Anyways, she lost her son in World War I, and she lost her grandson in World War II, which intensified her focus on grief, motherhood, and loss. Now we go to the next slide. Okay, and her style she used realism and symbolism in a lot of her work, and some of the mediums she used were etching, lithography. I can't even say that word right. Anyways, woodcut and sculpture, and then a lot of her themes included motherhood mainly, but they also included poverty and war. And war always includes death, I feel like. And her influences were her parents. And, well, some articles only mention her father, so that's why I wrote this, because I was, like, looking at some things, and it only put her father, but some of them do have her parents, like, in the book. Mentioned both her parents. Anyways. This is some other stuff I found. I'm not sure how true that is. Here are the links down here. These are really interesting to look at, so I think you should check them out. Here are 3 of her artworks that I find really nice. This one's kind of sad. I think this one looks a little scary, but it has meaning behind. All of these have meaning behind them. This one's grieving, showing grief, and it's called The Mothers. It's from 1922, and it's a woodcut from her war series. She has a war series, and you can check that out right here. Sorry, I heard knocking. And yeah, and then this is a self-portrait with a hand on the forehead, and here's information about that, and here's a link for that too. And then these are grieving parents. This is a memorializing her son. It's really symbolic and has deep personal feelings going into it. And there's a link for that too down here. Some symbolisms I observed were hands and faces, and I think they're really exaggerated, and they symbolize strength, protection, and suffering. And it also shows a lot of motherhood and how they're protectors and they're mourning. And there's this one that's called The Call of Death, and yeah, and some of these show visuals of protest against war and inequality. And yeah, I think these are really interesting artworks, and I think they really do show, you know, the mother's mourning and yeah. And then these are my references. Here are some links where I got some of my information. Yeah. I feel really awkward recording this. But that's my presentation. Thank you. Goodbye.